This is a story about how I almost got shot in the face. Now, this ain't no story where I come out like a real OG, I got shot 9 times, bruh, and I'm so real and everything. It's nothing like that. Now, to get to the point, during this time, I was probably really depressed and I was starting to give up my passions and dreams and goals of being like an artist, musician type person. And the problem is when you start giving up those things that you love and that were giving you joy, you start to go downhill from there. There were a lot of reasons why I was depressed during that time. I won't go into any details why I was like that, but what I can tell you is that my biggest escape from all of that was smoking pot. Now, where I live in the suburbs, but I'm also surrounded by like ghettos and I kind of go to a really bad school. So pot wasn't really anything new to me. I've seen it. I've smelled it everywhere. Some of my friends even sold it. One day my friend asked me if I needed to smoke a joint because he noticed I was kind of stressing. I didn't know that I was stressing, but hey, I just wanted to try something new. So me and him, we proceeded to smoke a joint and we smoked that shit. And all of a sudden everything felt a lot better and I wasn't feeling anything. So from that day on, I start to smoke weed almost every day from 8th grade to 10th grade. I was just about blazed every day. I'm not sure whether this was the day before New Year's Eve or the day after New Year's Eve, but what I did remember is that this was the day where I changed my life. This also happened to be the day where I almost got shot in the face. So me and my friends, we're skateboarding and we're doing what we're doing, just chilling, relaxing, and playing video games and whatnot. My friend, he gets a text from his girlfriend. He reads the text, and I also read it, and she's basically saying that her ex-boyfriend was harassing her, and both of us were really mad about it. So I told my friend, you should do something about this. And his parents were in the house at the time, so we go into his parents' room, and he takes a revolver out of nowhere, and I'm looking at that revolver. And I get this really bad chill down my spine. So I told my friend, bro, I don't think we should do this. My friend's looking at me and he says, nah, don't worry, bro. We ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't even serious about this. I knew that he wasn't really gonna shoot nobody, but at the same time, that gun was aiming at my direction. I kind of move a little bit to the left and ask my friend, is the safety on? And, I was innocent in my ignorance because, first of all, revolvers, they don't have a safety feature on them. So my friend looks at me and he says, oh, let me check. Next thing you know, boom! I hear the bullet pass by my head. My ears start ringing, and all of a sudden, I'm down on the ground, and I was scared shitless. My friend, he was scared as shit because he literally thought that he shot me. And he's like, bro, did I shoot you? Did I shoot you, dude? I'm so fucking sorry, dude. And then I look at him in the face. And then he starts looking at me in the face. We start to stare at each other for about a minute. And this minute where we just stared at each other, not saying anything, it was just silent. It felt like the longest minute in my entire life. I got up. Eventually, we both start laughing at the same time because of how ridiculous the situation is. And then I realized when I was at his house at the time, there were no bullet holes in the walls. And we couldn't find any at all. When I was at his house at the time, we looked up at the ceiling and there was a bullet hole in the corner, which didn't make any sense because that bullet should have went through the wall. The only thing I could have thought at the time was I probably had an angel with me that day.